That's good. How awkward would it be if a Luca just walked in right now? Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Red and Brace. So we're going to continue on with Isaac's route and we're here at his apartment. When we arrive at his apartment, I flop down on the couch and start to impatiently fidget. Isaac always insists on getting me a drink before reports like it's some kind of sacred ritual, even though I told him I could wait this time. And here you go, my latest brew. Wow, you're excited today, aren't you? Something really juicy must have happened. He hands me a mug and sits beside me, gazing into my eyes questioningly. This rich coffee smell is irresistible, so I take a small sip before clearing my throat and speaking. Tonight, I heard Rex and some other Helgen guys talking about Bishop. It sounded like they wanted to kill him, or get rid of him. They mentioned joining up with a Siri. Isaac's eyes widen and he stiffens, leaning in towards me intently. You're sure about that? You saw Rex specifically. What did the others look like? He questioned me urgently, and I recounted all the details of the vampires I saw. Isaac listens with the most excited, impatient look I've ever seen him wear. This really must be important to him. He's never reacted this way to any other reports I've had. Is it that big of a deal? You never told me why you wanted to know this stuff anyway. It is a big deal. If some vampires really want to rebel, then maybe Bishop can finally be killed. Isaac pushes off the couch, standing up before me. He reaches down and grasps my hand, roughly pulling me up to my feet. What's happening? Before I knew what was happening, Isaac's tugging me over the large window where the cityscape shines down below. One of his arms curled about my waist, while the other hand gestures towards the city lights. When night falls in San Francisco, Bishop rules this, all of this. Behind his glassek, Isaac's eyes glint angrily. He's had an iron grip on the city's vampires for years and years, building a throne of terror for himself. There's never been an organized uprising against him, but if Helgen and the Siri join together to take him down, there might be a clear chance. Why do you care so much about getting rid of him? Does Bishop affect your business? Again, I'm still keeping the theory that he's blackmailing Isaac for some reason. My question makes Isaac's face immediately darken, like I just flicked a switch. It's not about business, Connor. It's about... He hesitates, casting his eyes to one side. It seems to be a tender subject for him, but I'm getting frustrated from how sensitive he's being. Just tell me I'm your assistant, remember? You don't have to talk about it. I want to say this! How come I can't say this? Is it because it's like my choices, like how I made his personality? I want to know, but I also don't want to be a dick about it, you know what I mean? So I'll just be like, you don't have to talk about it. It's okay if you're not comfortable. I guess I shouldn't push him any further. He probably doesn't trust me enough to explain, which hurts a little, to be honest. It's fine, you don't have to talk about it. I mumbled under my breath, giving my best attempt to be uncaring a shrug. But Isaac shakes his head. No, I should tell you, you deserve to know. He sighs, pushing up his glasses, clearly a little uncomfortable. It's a difficult thing to say, but... Bishop is my master, the one who gives me his blood every month. I knew it, this bitch! Did I hear him right? Bishop is the one who gives Isaac his powers? In return, I give him all the information I've learned, everything that has happened in the city Bishop knows about. But he can hypnotize me the same way I hypnotize you. Even if you were right next to each other, I can't harm him. Oh, that's why he wants other people to kill him, because he can't do it himself. He barely shakes his head, narrowing his eyes. But if he gives you blood, why would you want to kill him? Wouldn't you lose your powers? Whoa, what's happening? Suddenly, Isaac presses me to the window, his hand slamming on the glass of either side of me. Isaac, what? Whoa, what is happening? He's been using me, Kona. I'm nothing more than a tool to Bishop. His golden eyes are full of hurt and rage, glaring at me passionately. I trusted him once, thought he cared about me. But I'm just another part of his schemes, nothing more. And he'd kill me if I step out of line. In a way, I've been doing that to you too, using you for my own ends. Whoa, I want to see this! Isaac! I gaze up at him hesitantly, unsure of how to reply or even to think. Has he really been using me? Our chats and teasing his kindness, is that all manipulation? But it's not the same. The way I feel about you. Hang on! Wait a second! Are you crushing on Connor already, dude? We've only been hanging out for a few weeks! I don't want you to be my tool, or my assistant, or even just a friend. I want you to be mine. Oh my god! What? All of a sudden, Isaac presses in towards me. And a second later, he covers my lips with his own. Whoa! Oh my god, it's already happening! This is so early! Yo! Well, yo, what the hell? Yo, Jesus Christ. Alright. Woo! Dang, I like this. But like, isn't this soon? It's just my question. Okay, Isaac's come up with a new recipe, okay. He pins me tightly to the window, trapping my body between the cold glass and his warm chest. Isaac fiercely covers my mouth with his long, hard kisses, barely allowing me to catch my breath in between. Kona. He breathes my name before roughly pressing our lips together again. His voice deep and possessive. He kisses me so intensely that the pressure almost hurts, as if he's trying to leave bruises on of a mark of his own. Oh my god! Yo, you press any harder, we're gonna go out the fucking building! The warmth of Isaac's tongue soon starts to impatiently pry between my lips, and I let it slip inside my mouth. Isaac, please! He tastes a little bitter, like the coffee we just had, but hints of sweetness fills my senses. Woo! Yeah, there's tongue! Check it out! Okay. Our tongues slide and twirl together, so messily that a drop of our mingled saliva falls down the corner of my lips. My eyes fall closed and I shut out everything except for the delicious sensation of our kiss, and the heat floods through my body. I can't help but think of how strange this is. I couldn't stand Isaac at first. I figured he was nothing more than a slimy businessman, out for his own profit or no one else's. But there's something about him, something I can't explain, that makes me want to stay by his side. Maybe it's because he's trapped like me, swept up in the secretive world of darkness, and we have no choice but to trust each other? Over and over again, Isaac lavishes my lips with burning kisses. His warm breath tickles my cheek. I tightly curl my finger onto the back of his shirt, standing on my toes to respond by nipping and sucking on his lower lip. That's good! How awkward would it be if a Luca just walked in right now? My heart is racing so fast that Isaac's probably being able to feel it. The way we press together. Can you feel that D too? That vampire Kona, make me a promise. Breathing heavily, Isaac pulls back a little, gazing at me with longing eyes. We'll get rid of Bishop, you and I. And then we'll run away from the underworld forever. This sounds like some cheesy romance movie. Like, we'll just run away together. Fuck the prom, we'll run away together. I slowly nod, and a deep, affectionate smile curls on Isaac's lips. Even though I'm looking straight into his golden eyes, there's no magical hypnoticism, no strange power playing with my head. He doesn't need to use it anymore, because I think I've already fallen too deep. That deep into that ass! Letting out a long groan, I roll over to block my ass from the sunlight. Damn, I'm already past noon. I should probably get up, huh? Oh! But when I sit up, I realize I'm not in my bedroom. Oh, that's right. I stayed over at Isaac's place last night, and various events occurred on this couch. Christ, it's a good thing Luca wasn't around. As I push myself up and throw off the blanket covering me, I realize there's something on the table. A cup of coffee covered with a small note. I glance at a fancy, sharp handwriting makes it obvious that Isaac wrote it. To my favorite assistant. Stick the coffee in the microwave for 30 seconds and it'll taste fresh out of the pot. By the way, we're official now. I'll pick you up tonight, like always. XX Isaac. Ooh! We're dating Isaac! It's a little soon, but you know, it's a dating sim, so just go with it. Official, huh? Snickering, I heat up the coffee to enjoy a little bit more of the afternoon, daydreaming about what happened last night. Then, I head back to my apartment, wanting to get some work done before my shift. But all the while, uneasiness weighs in my stomach. I can't really explain it, but maybe it's from Isaac's words last night. He made it sound like we'd be part of some dangerous revolution, which is exciting and romantic, sure, but really dangerous. You can't be a wuss sometimes, Connor. I shake my head with a sigh, gazing at the gathering clouds outside my window. Maybe I should have more faith in Isaac. He's been a part of the seedy underworld for a lot longer than me, after all. He's got it all handled, so I'd like to think. By the time I get to work, my nerves have calmed down a lot. Instead, I hum to myself happily as I flip burgers and brew coffee, thinking about seeing Isaac tonight. Then I notice something a little unusual. None of the regular vampires I normally see have come by tonight. In fact, I don't think any of the customers have been anything besides human. What's up with that? Maybe another gang war or something? I mutter under my breath and dump a burger into the empty plate. My stomach flip-flops with nausea, but I try swallowing my anxiety and tell myself nothing is wrong. Just another normal night, right? Finally, closing hour arrives. This time when Isaac is supposed to stride in, wearing his usual broad grin. But where is he? Maybe he got stuck in traffic or had to finish up work, even though he's never been late before. Uh-oh. I shift my weight from foot to foot impatiently, leaning against the counter. And then... What? Isaac! When the door swings open, I immediately cry out of relief, but the person who strides towards me isn't Isaac. Oh man, this is probably Bishop! Oh no! It's a very tall and elegant man in a crisp black suit, carrying himself with an air of authority. As soon as he stopped in front of me, a strong sense of fear grips my chest. Who are you? Trying to contain a trembling in my voice, I gaze wide-eyed at the man's face. And then I realize, his eyes aren't normal color. They're a bright blood red. Why, I'm sure you heard of me before. Connor, just like I've heard of you. His deep voice reverberates lowly, so cool and confident that it sends a shiver down my spine. I have a feeling I know who this man is, since there's only one person he could be. Bishop? The moment I speak his name, a dark smile crawls over Bishop's lips and he nods. I'm sure you heard a lot about me from my coven. And perhaps from your friend Isaac? When he mentions Isaac, I instantly tense up. The way he talks, it's like he knows everything we've been doing and planning. Oh my, you didn't think I was unaware of what you two were plotting, did you? Here we go, we gotta save the boyfriend! Letting out a soft chuckle, Bishop shakes his head mockingly. Isaac may be an information broker, but he's not the only source I have. I thought he was smart enough to know that. After he exhales a sigh, the vampire steps closer to me, casting a long and overbearing shadow. It feels like the air around me suddenly drops in temperature, and a cold sweat breaks out on the back of my neck. You haven't heard Isaac, have you? Please. My voice cracks slightly as I gaze up at Bishop, feeling my heart pound a mile a minute. No, of course not. What sort of monster do you think I am? Isaac is currently inside my limousine, waiting for a ride back to my headquarters. After all, it seems like we're in dire need of having a little talk. Is Isaac captured? Damn it! That idiot should have known Bishop would be looking for him. Maybe he thought Bishop trusted him, and that's why he acted so carelessly? Are you going to kill us? Don't be silly. It would be a waste to ruin my best servant like that, not to mention a soft, sweet little creature like you. He reaches out, curling his several long fingers around my chin, cupping it gently. His skin is cold as ice, and I feel frozen in place, unable to move or look away. Isaac simply needs to mind is molded into a more obedient state. He'll be far less rebellious after that, I'm sure. As for you, your blood is delightfully special. Bishop's tongue traces across his lips, and his eyes gleam hungrily at me. You're lucky enough to be a Strick, a mortal with intoxicating blood to creatures like us. That's certainly why Isaac wanted to protect you. He's quite aware that you would be captured and ravished otherwise. Ew! My god! Strix. That word. Isaac used it before, too, when you were in his apartment. Is that really why he hypnotized me in the first night? Because he sensed what I was? But don't mistake his actions for kindness. You'd be a fool to think that he wouldn't betray you, just like he betrayed me. Bishop's eyes narrow into a dark glare, and his lips curl scornfully. He thinks the world is using him, but he's nothing more than a hypocrite. I rescued him from when he was only a boy, and it's my blood that gives him this power, yet he repays me like this? You rescued him? When I stammer in disbelief, Bishop offers a slow nod. He was just a teenager when he was kidnapped off the streets, sold to an older man's place. Oh my god, what?! Yo, that got dark really quick all of a sudden. What the fuck, man? And I was the only one who heard his crying from the window on a cold, rainy night. I was the one who killed the captor and set him free. His fingers slide from my chin down to my throat, squeezing in, and it quickly becomes a little difficult to breathe. I gave him a new life, a way to escape from his past, a new power that mortals could never dream of. And that ungrateful brat tries to stab me in the back, how pitiful. Ugh! I struggle for air as Bishop's hand tightens around my neck. But his grip isn't what hurts the most. Isaac suffered through all that, and he never told me? When he talked about meeting a vampire for the first time on a rainy night, that's when he was rescued by Bishop? Suddenly, the grip on my throat loosens, and I can breathe easily again. As I gasped for air, cold fingers dripped up my cheek, and Bishop tilts my face towards his own. And he'll do the same to you, Connor. When you've worn out your worth to him, he'll find someone else, and leave you in the dust. Blinking, I gaze up into Bishop's eyes, which swirl like bottomless crimson pools. Oh, is he hypnotizing us? His words cut right under my skin, exposing a fear I didn't know I had. But surely, I can't believe what he's saying. Isaac wouldn't treat me like that. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. Right? I know this trick. I can't keep getting. I trust the Bay, okay? I trust Isaac. I mumble under my breath, but my ears don't even register my own voice. That beautiful blood-red gaze is swallowing me up, pulling me in. No, you don't. You trust me, Connor. Bishop breathes a few soft words, and then they pour into my brain like sweet poison. I trust Bishop? Do I? I shouldn't, but I... Great. Bishop, As much as I try to pull my gaze away, it's no good. A pleasant numbness spreads through my body, and I relax in Bishop's grip before I know it. Shh. I'll take care of you, my little Connor. Ew! Stop! Just give in to me. I slowly nod, feeling a smile spread on my lips. What happened? Everything starts to grow darker and darker, but I'm not afraid. Bishop's arms are tightly curled around me, and I trust him. He's the only one I trust. The only one. Bishop. What happened? A soft sound escapes my mouth before I can bite it back. There's no need to be shy, Connor. Let me hear more of your voice. Ew! Ew! Okay! Bishop purrs into my ear, dragging his tongue along the lobe. Oh my god! No! I try to control myself, but the hand creeping up my shirt moves too skillfully. His long fingers tease along my abdomen, trailing on the way towards a sensitive spot. Towards his dick! Just say his dick! Crying out again, I scream in Bishop's lap, but he holds me firmly in place. Good, what a lovely little pet you are. Ew! You saved Isaac from this exact situation, but you're such a hypocrite that you're doing it to someone else. What a fucking creeper, man! He chuckles slowly, and his cold lips press to the side of my neck, against one of the many bruises. I belong to Bishop now. It's been a few months since he kidnapped me, even though it feels like an eternity. I struggled at first, trying to escape any way I could, but Bishop always found me before I made it out. He keeps me with him in his headquarters at all times, using me for blood and pleasure. And there's no way for me to resist him. The second I look into his crimson eyes, everything melts away, and I can only think of serving Bishop. Dude, why? Did I get the bad ending? Oh my god, we're calling him Master now! Oh my god! As Bishop sucks at my neck, his tongue lapping along my flesh, I let out a soft whimper. He punishes me if I say his name instead of calling him Master. I have no choice but to play by his rules. Okay. Aren't you happy I brought you in? Bishop strokes my chest, his thumb brushing against one of the tender... Okay, I'll treat you so much better than that fool Isaac ever could. And perhaps I'll give you my bite, so that you can be my prize pet forever. His cool breath brushes my throat, and I can tell he's going to sink his fangs into me before long. Isaac, how did it end up like this? How did I fail you so much? Your mind must be broken now. Bishop promised he'd turn you into an empty slave, and Bishop doesn't break his promises. So he's just like a mindless... Ew! At that moment, Bishop bites my neck, and a sharp pain pierces through me. But I've gotten used to it now, and it's not long before the pain turns into a sweet, numbing pleasure. My body starts to grow hot, and I lean back against Bishop's chest, trembling as he feeds on me. That's gross, dude. Well, thanks, Bishop, for biting me. Thanks a lot. It's humiliating, but every time we do this, it becomes easier to say. Before long, it'll become natural, and I'll be nothing more than a slave to Bishop's desires. My world soon grows hazy and dark, and a powerful bliss courses through me like electricity. I belong to Bishop, to my master. Those words repeat in my head as I succumb to the pleasure, and my consciousness fades to a murky, wonderful, painless black. Okay, so it's pretty obvious I got the bad ending first! What the fuck? Okay, so since I did some stuff differently, like my answers, and changed a bit of Connor's personality, let's see if I trust Isaac works this time. Bishop breathes a few soft words and they pour into my brain like sweet poison. I trust Bishop? Do I? I shouldn't, but I... Hey, old man! What the fuck are you doing with that kid? What? What's going on? Is that Isaac? Right at the moment, a loud yell echoes through the diner. A voice that sounds familiar. Isaac? Oh! It's Rex! I said, what the fuck are you doing here? This ain't your fucking turf anymore, Bishop! A man with a black jacket and tattooed face stands before us. Rex? Oh shit! The whole crew's here! Let him go! And beside him, a tall figure with grim features. Dominic. You guys, what are you? Whoa! Before I can manage to get any more words, the diner door suddenly fling open. Bishop, sir! We have to leave! There's... A suited man tries to rush up towards me and Bishop, but a throng of other vampires swarm after him. Shut the hell up, you goddamn yippee shithead! I'll bash your fucking brains out! Fuck 'em up, all your Bishop guys! Ugh! Oh, this is the uprising! Shoving me to the ground, Bishop definitely leaps over the counter and dashes towards the side exit. Hey, don't let that bastard get away! Motioning for the others to follow, Rex starts after Bishop, and the rest of the clanmen stampede behind him. It's like a pack of wolves racing for their prey. Their eyes are all shining with terrifying rage and bloodlust. They must really want Bishop dead, huh? But why are there so many of them here? Connor, are you alright? Dominic leans down beside me, offering a hand. Yeah, I'm fine, just a little dizzy. I rise up to my feet with Dominic's help, rubbing my forehead. That hypnotizing gaze was so close to swallowing me completely. The thought of that makes me shudder. We just came in time, thanks to... Connor! You're alive! Is it my bae? At that moment, another voice echoes through the diner. A voice I recognize anywhere. Isaac? Oh, thank God, he's okay! Oh, okay! Alright, we're moving forward to the story. Okay, thank God. His hair messed up and his glasses askew, Isaac rushes towards me. He pulls me into a crushing hug. Once I recover from the shock, I grip him back as hard as I can. Connor, I can't believe you're safe. As Isaac embraces me with all his might, I sense that Dominic quietly leaving us, slipping out through the side door. Well, your loyal assistant can't just disappear, can he? What would you do without me? Swallowing my emotions, I bury my face against Isaac's neck. Somehow it's over. Somehow I managed to resist Bishop just for a few moments. And Isaac, he pulled me through in the very end, managing to convince the two clans to join together just before he was kidnapped. That's where he vanished this morning. I should have never doubted him. Isaac isn't a man who gets so easily outsmarted, not even by someone like Bishop. And me, the dumb guy who got completely swept up in his charms. I should know better than anyone. Happy birthday! Oh, come on, I told you I didn't want anything! I let out a huff as a small, neatly wrapped present is shoved into my hands. The guy never listens to anything I say, seriously. You really think I'm that bad of a boyfriend? Psh, I'm hot, you know. Oh, we're dating! Go on, open it. Isaac gives me a wide, playful grin, which usually means he's up to no good. The wrapped present looks like it's some sort of cup. Why the hell did he give me a cup? Fine. I tear open the paper, tossing it aside onto the balcony floor. Coffee mug? Look, there's something written on it. What does it say? What is it? I stare at the mug in disbelief. What does it say? I can't see anything! Did he actually get me a mug that says, I heart Isaac? That's so corny! Hey, you drink my coffee every morning, right? I thought I'd get you a little something to remind you of me while you were drinking it. Isaac, you're the most conceited, egotistical bastard I've ever met. Uh-huh, I love you too. Snickering, Isaac leans in to press his lips against my forehead. The gentle kiss makes my chest grow warm and with happiness, even as I sulkily stare at my present. I'm half tempted to toss it over the balcony, but I guess that's kind of cute, in an Isaac-y kind of way. That's adorable. It's been a little over a year since Isaac and I became partners. We're on the opposite side of states now, in New York instead of California. Isaac's business skills are being put to good use. He's counseling for tech companies rather than vampires. And as for me, my freelancing kicked off somehow, and I'm making a pretty decent wage from private commissions and big stuff, like book covers and game art. Hey! We made it as an artist! I'm proud of you, Connor! Living in New York isn't cheap, and this place rent costs nearly both of our wages, but on nights like this, we can gaze out over the city in each other's arms. It's completely worth it. It wouldn't be a bad mug if I painted over the letters. Oh, come on, don't do that. Otherwise, I'll have to damn a fee from you every time you drink a coffee. I can't believe you're blackmailing me on my birthday. You're really something else, Isaac. Unable to keep me from snickering, I lean against Isaac's chest, closing my eyes. His warm hand drifts through my hair, and I nudge my head against it like an affectionate cat. Even here in New York, neither of us can forget the presence of vampires. Once you learn what horrible things stalk in the street nights, you can never go back to the truly normal life. There's a chance that whatever he is, Bishop will still come after us. Wait, he's not dead?! And we might never be completely safe. What? I thought he died! Okay, I guess not. But as long as I'm with Isaac, I feel strong enough to take on whatever might come our way. Even if our worlds is changed forever, I can face the night without fear. Okay, so that was the good ending for Isaac's route. That's interesting. Bishop isn't dead yet, but alright. As for like the story goes, like story-wise, I feel like this game is very short. In my opinion, it's very short. Cause like, I understand like they have to progress. It's a dating sim. There has to be an aspect of like you're romancing the characters. But, you know me, I prefer like a slow burn, like they build up the character development, then you fall in love with the person. Like, for me, when it comes to like dating sims or otome games, I feel like the pace of like Chess of Blades, that was a good pace for the romance. This one was very quick. The story was interesting, but like it didn't go into too much depth with like Bishop and like his role in all of this. Because mainly it was, I guess it's supposed to focus on like the characters and stuff and like what they go through. And like we didn't really get an explanation from Isaac himself about like how he came under the wing of Bishop. Bishop was the one who explained it in the bad ending. So that was kind of a little bit weird. That's how I felt. The writing was kind of like, you know, it's like here and there. But I do appreciate some aspects of it. I do like Isaac's character, though. He's an asshole, but I love him. So, yeah, I guess I'm done with the first route for this game. You guys let me know in the comments what you think and who I should do next. Vote down below who I should do next. And if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you know when I upload the next episode for Red Embrace. And yeah, you guys let me know what you think. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye! Oh my god, it's coming out now! God damn it! Oh my god. He takes down the front of his pants.